the remaining party members. She looks at Connery, Cal. You guys want to come?
Sure. I'll come.
The resounding sure.
And
Sorry.
off we go.
I was in the middle of a blarp when he asked me that question.
The middle
Yeah,
of what?
sorry, I'm gonna brain fart. Where are we going?
We're gonna see Mish's parents, and we're gonna see, evidently, Mish's mother ripping Mish's father a new one.
Does it
Yeah.
mean that Connery has to get off of Mitty's shoulder?
No.
I mean, if you're still on Mitty's shoulders, you're going regardless.
Alright, then I'm going where Mitty's going.
Well, I can say you at least had to get off of his shoulders when you were at the Curiosity Sheath, because that does not have 10-foot clearance.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
back on as soon as they got outside. Mitty's shoulders are very comfortable.
The living palanquin Mitty.
Alternatively, when they went inside, Mitty just Slav squatted the entire time.
Weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Fucking crab walk.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I don't think the world is ready for Slavic Ursa.
That's actually kind of terrifying now that I'm imagining it. Oh god.
As it should be.
Okay, so you guys go to the Cathedral of Eternal Flame. When you first get outside the cathedral, you'll actually see Malash already standing on the steps leading up to it, leaning against one of the pillars. And he has not a ton of material, but you can see, Mish, that he looks packed, ready to travel.
Oh.
Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
You too can it with that. Oh,
Maybe he's going out for cigarettes.
shut up. Mish will just like awkwardly say, "Oh, sir, I'm just coming in to check in with you and the firekeeper Urain. How? What happened? Are you off on another mission?"
The older man will kind of crack his neck a bit and say, "Not specifically. I was informed I'm not welcome at this cathedral for the time being, so I'll take my services elsewhere.
Mm.
I would give the firekeeper some time to cool off. She was rather incensed when we returned from the meeting."
What did you do?
And ignoring Connery chiming in like that, Mish will just like bow and say like, "I apologize if the admissions may have caused you distress or inconvenience."
I don't.
Quiet up there from the rafter.
Peanut gallery.
Connery is
Actual peanut gallery as he's eating peanuts.
Connery has become what was it, Waldorf and from the Muppets? No one?
Connery's
No,
one of those two assholes up in the balcony.
Yeah. Waldorf and whatever the other one's name was.
But Malash will kind of look at all of you, and as a point of difference from when you first met him at the cathedral, where he really only seemed to have eyes for, or he only really seemed to take Mitch seriously compared to the rest of you. He seems to be reevaluating some of you in his estimations, given light of recent events.
Took Mitch seriously?
He'll say, "I'll be honest, I did not expect a training mission to turn out like this, but you've always been one for defying my expectations.
Mish is about to say something, but then bites her tongue because she can't tell if that's an insult or the words of praise.
I'm not sure what Rain thinks she's doing by trying to keep you from finding what's out there, seeing how far you can take this path, but and again looking around at all of you, he'll say, I think she might have done more good for you than I expected, though, if being sent away helped you find friends like this.
And Mish is a bit stunned, to say in the least. Well, thank you. Like, she's flubbing, she doesn't really understand. And then she just, and I'm assuming this is a breach of protocol, just like walks up and just gives him a hug.
Aww.
Okay, he just kind of like stiffly has his arms out to the side, but he doesn't, push you off or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
The minute kind of passes and you step back from him, he'll turn to you, Cal, and he'll toss a satchel that he had over his shoulder at you.
He'll reach up and catch it.
Well, you use like two hands. It's like a heavy traveling pack. It kind of knocks the wind out of you a bit.
Okay.
He'll look back down at you, Mish. I think I have some time for a few rounds in the training arena before I depart.
Okay.
You see him put on his brass knuckles.
Uh-oh. But Mish still goes with it, because it is training.
Yeah, so over the next hour or so, and probably a little longer than that, he will both recover from his embarrassment to an extent by beating the shit out of you. And
Wow.
And over the course of this training, he instructs you on the ways of what he clarifies was his intention of having you work on controlling your right during the course of this mission when it was supposed to be a training mission.
It didn't feel like one.
And he teaches you about the brand of castigation and how to use that. So he unlocks that capacity for you.
Huzzah!
So what I'm getting from this is if I beat the shit out of you on a daily basis, Mish, you will become far more powerful than anyone would ever imagine.
That's not how that works. Like she
Just-
says, like from like on her back, like
Just
Too
as a
late.
side note, when they were first departing to go train together, Vinali definitely called out after them, "Careful, sir, you're about to tango with Mish the Soul Devourer, cleanser of
And
the
then-
fog."
a rock would have just gone flying into your face.
Yeah, you
Ignore
probably
that.
got a few extra kidney punches in because of that. But
Mish the Soul Devourer, pisser of blood.
after that training round, though, he will collect his things except for the pack he gave to you, Cal. Sort of turn and nod at all of you and say, "Suppose if you're capable of taking down an ancient dragon of I don't know what capacity, you don't need me to look after you, but try and keep each other safe."
That's the plan, sir.
Yep.
And he'll look back at you, Mish, as he goes to leave, and we'll just say, next time we meet, I think it will be at the main shrine in the spine.
And Mish pulls herself up and just nods.
And then you see the purifier turn heel and begin walking, heavy black leather clothing, helping him both somewhat blend into the crowd, but also stick out a bit like an edgelord.
As Elton John plays in the background. Can you feel the love tonight?
That is very off tune.
I'm not going to
And
sing with
offbeat.
it.
Gotta dodge the DMCA.
Yeah. We can't be having the YouTube channel be taken.
Do you want our YouTube video to get demonetized?
Yeah, think of the income IGC will lose.
I don't get paid.
I'm paying you an exposure. Think of all the other D&D live plays you'll get to join after this.
Listen,
Yeah.
you're allowed to be in this campaign. That's your payment.
And we have Juju providing us with all these fantastic NFTs.
Oh my god.
I don't have any NFTs.
Well, good.
I don't know, Connery's happy trail begs to differ.
Oh my god.
Buy your very own JPEG of Connery's boosh.
Yeah, I do still
Connery's
have
what?
that pinned.
Is it pinned?
What?
Yeah, it's pinned.
There's the boosh.
Oh
The
yeah.
boosh.
Listen. He's half wolf. He's a little hairy.
Moving on.
Boo. Mr. Saltpower. Mr. Saltpower.
Anyway.
As the purifier has made himself scarce, you kind of come to the realization, Cal, that you're still holding the pack he threw at you.
What is in the pack? Can I look?
Yeah, you open it up, look around, you see probably enough like dried rations and things to carry a party of your size for a couple of days. You see half a dozen healing potions inside of the basic variety. You also see something I think is familiar to you, but maybe forget which one of you bought it. Maybe it was both of you. You see a single dried serving of crackle fungus also inside.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, God.
To make up for the one I use. Hell yeah.
Did you? I don't think you used.
No. I used the jelly popper. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I got confused.
Connery's got the crackle fungus and he still has. I don't think he's used it at all.
No, I don't think anyone did use that.
Is mushroom a valid subtype of dragon that Connery could specialize in?
Connery can punch as.
The draconic essence of mushroom.
I mean, he does have elemental poison, so you could infer that those are poisonous mushrooms.
What one does psychic damage?
I think there is a gem dragon.
Yeah, I want to say Emerald is psychic.
So
Vic
couple
would
of-
know.
yeah, couple of days of rations, 6 healing potions, and single serving of dried crackle fungus, and a pouch that when you re-examine seems to contain about well, you're not going to count it out in the street, but it's a pretty hefty bag of platinum.
Oh no, we are going to count this out in the street. Everyone must watch us in our newly acquired riches.
No, we are not doing that out on the street. We are doing that inside.
We're doing that back in the shop. While he counts our gold, we count our platinum.
And if anything,
We
that's
out Chad the
probab-
Chad.
if anything, that is my compensation.
Oh yeah, 100%. The potions though.
The potion and the food is like fair game for everyone.
Yeah.
But so yeah, after that, would you call that abuse or training?
I mean, with Milash, it's kind of a both situation.
To Mitty, that just seems like perfect father-child relationships.
Oh my god.
That was
Bond.
a bonding moment.
Yeah. Mitty's dad beat the shit out of him too.
Makes the kid into a strong warrior and
Yeah.
maybe developmental issues.
It's fine, right?
So
roll me a d6, Richter. Okay, so it's 1,400 gold and platinum pieces.
oh jeez.
Damn.
All right. So 1,400 gold for Mish, and then Connor, you said you weren't taking in on the pot.
Nah.
Okay. So how much gold was in the sold stuff? Like 500?
500. 500.
Okay.
583, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that is 194 gold for the rest of us.
Yeah. Like divided by.
By 3 between Cal,
Yeah.
myself, and Vanilla.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, I'm assuming like Mish is gonna take the time to just like clean up after the bonding experience, as it were, and she's just gonna come back looking a bit better. Like she tried to clean up the bruises as much as she could, and she's like, "Okay, let's say bye to mom, and then let's get going."
All right, you
And-
find. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you about to say something?
Oh,
I
no,
was
yes, we did.
narrating, but sorry.
No, you can ignore me.
Okay. Well, you go inside the cathedral and you find the firekeeper, who is not fuming like you might have expected, but she definitely is sternly stoking the fire.
Hi, Mom. What?
Oh my god, what is that?
I don't know.
Mitty's possessed.
Oh God.
But she will acknowledge you and sort of look a bit sadly at you and then say, "I suppose you're headed for the rail then."
Yeah. You know, we were more or less subtly told to not stick around for too long, so it is what it is.
Oh, I know I was the one that sent you away, but given the Purifier's choice to leave us for the afternoon, if you wanted to stick around, Mish, you could, and your friends could go on to Twain.
I mean, as much as I'd like to, stay around and do my duty here, that would be kind of selfish, not only to them, but to you as well. Because me staying here puts everyone at risk.
Assuming that these colonial people know who exactly it is that they're looking for.
That is true. But I don't want to run that risk of, getting everyone here, including yourself, in trouble with them. And
No, you'd rather just risk running into the maw of a dragon.
okay, that's not fair, and you know that.
What the fuck is this chat?
What are you doing? Oh God, Vinali's contracted with the Great Old One. We're dead.
It's got Cthulhu syphilis.
You guys haven't even been to Orodell yet.
It's gonna happen though. What will be stronger, Mitty's rabies or the ceaseless forms of the Malshaven ones?
For a minute, I thought you were gonna say the ceases discharge. Like, oh God.
Oh God, no.
But Arain will just kind of cross her arms and you know that this elven woman has always generally portrayed an air of maturity even beyond her years, so you don't know how old precisely she is. But in this moment, she almost seems a bit petulant with you.
Mm.
As she'll say, no matter what I try, going so far as to make you leave the city, you still manage to put yourself in the worst situation possible.
I mean, and like, Mish is like, her hackles kind of raise at that one. It's like, well, you know, exiling me from the city kind of led to this. So, you know.
She did quite well in hell.
Are you saying it's your fault?
Mish, don't you dare blame your mother for being sent to hell.
Comments? Can the comments from the peanut gallery please turn off or shut up or however you say it?
No.
And she'll just turn to Elaine. Can you teach me Zone of Silence or any spell effect that causes silence?
I don't need to speak to make noise.
You do what I have to deal with.
The firekeeper just kind of will shrug and say, seems that you've finally found the proper company.
I can't tell if like she's happy about that or if that was meant as an insult.
Same.
I think the correct answer is yes.
Like the answer is just yes, ma'am, and move on.
Point being, I'm never sure if I'm supposed to be proud of you or worried that I won't see you again. But it seems like nothing I do helps the latter.
I mean, you should know I'll always find a way back. In one way or another.
I'd prefer it not to be in a casket, Mish.
I know, I don't want that either.
Then try, please, for the love of me and everyone else here, and even Malash, as obstinate as he is, try to not be the first person into the dragon's mouth next time.
I'll try.
That's a bit of a heavy ask.
Yeah, especially when you have this guy throwing me in.
I didn't throw anybody in there. In fact, I pulled people out of the dragon.
Okay.
My main goal that fight was to get people out of dragon.
On a more serious note, if need be, I now have the capability, from time to time, I can relay a message from Mish to you during our travels to keep you appraised of her safety and general whereabouts.
I appreciate that, but I know it's futile, but I can't help but wish you didn't have to go so far away and into such obviously dangerous territory. But it seems the path that, and she starts to say you've chosen for yourself, but she kind of like falters and doesn't finish that sentence.
What? I chose this. It's not like I was unconscious and then had someone select this for me, right?
Well, we did choke you out that one time.
You shut up.
Well, I think you'd best hurry off if you hope to catch the last rail, but do take care of yourself, Mish.
I will. And much like how she gave Milash a hug, she'll just give Elaine a hug.
And she will actually reciprocate it, and it's not like super teary goodbye, but she definitely puts some emotion behind it.
If it makes you feel any better, I promise you to do my best to make sure that Mish comes back with all of her pieces.
She'll have to look up at the bear and
See Connor on his shoulder.
Connor
Yeah.
just smiles and waves.
I'm certain you're very capable at that.
I'd say I've done a pretty good job so far.
Yes, unless there was a sixth member of your party that isn't with us anymore.
Well, about
Oh,
They left on their own.
Goodbye.
Ixnay. And then, yeah, so then she'll just, give Elaine one more hug. And, like, this time she'll actually say, like, she promises she'll come back to visit again. It might not be it will probably be after things cool down a bit, but she will be back.
After we're no longer wanted heretics.
That.
So she'll nod, and as you turn to go, she'll put a firm, warm hand against like the back of your shoulder blades and kind of push you forward.
And with that, she'll just walk forward.
Everyone that's not Mish, make a perception check.
Okay.
Conry, you see as her hand withdraws and Mish begins to walk away. There is the faintest bit of like light from where her palm had been touching Mish that twinkles out. It seems as though a spell was cast on her.
Conry is gonna narrow his eyes and kind of look at her. What's her name? But not
Elaine.
thing. Yet.
Yeah, after Mish begins to walk away, the firekeeper just goes back to. Well, she'll give you all like a polite half bow, but then go back to tending her fire.
Okay. Connor's gonna wait until they're out of earshot, and then he's gonna ask Mish what that spell she put on her was, or what that light was.
What are you talking about?
When she touched you, there was a light, like a little sparkle.
I didn't see anything, and like she just like looks around, and like she tries to pat where like Elaine tapped her shoulder. Like I don't feel any different. I mean, she'll turn to Vinali. Can you sense anything?
It's not my area of expertise, but I mean, she's your mother, essentially. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a blessing of some sort, or if she was really that worried, perhaps some means of scrying on you.
Well, curious, yeah, but again, I don't really see her doing that sort of thing, you know? The
I certainly
whole,
wouldn't expect her
I
to do
saw
anything
it.
harmful.
well, yeah, if you saw it, then, you know, we should probably figure out what it is.
I doubt it. I mean, she's probably.
I mean, if anything, it's probably like a small rite of protection.
Well, then it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as if we'll come across into assailants around the next corner, right?
No,
Why
not
would
at least
you
until we
think of
board the
anything?
train.
Hmm. Anyways, let's get going. The longer we dawdle around here, the better chances we have of missing the train.
You guys take one last leisurely stroll throughout the multi-tiered latticework of Defiance's streets, working your way from near enough the top all the way down to the bottom where the train relay is. So you have a good long period to take in the sights and smells and sounds of the bustling city.
And Mish pick up one of the fizzy shrimp skewers.
Of course you can.
Hey, you guys want some before we go?
Yeah.
Get that shit away from me!
Gimme.
Okay, and then like she'll buy two and give one to Connery. Which
Connor's gonna eat it right over Mitty's head.
Yeah, both of you make con saves for me.
Why? Oh wait, no. Mish. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
Mission Connery.
I'm like, what did I do?
con saves, you said?
Mm-hmm. Holy Jesus.
Okay.
Well, she's racist.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is your your hometown cooking.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, so both of you have the pleasant shrimp flavored with 9-volt battery experience, but it's actually a good experience for you. You don't have any gastrointestinal complications from it.
Yummy.
See,
Tonight.
it's good. See, even Connery likes it.
Yum yum
And
yum.
I don't know what I don't know what you're freaking out about.
I think I described it before as like shrimp
Yes.
infused with the essence of buzz buttons.
No, like you described it as like living death.
Well, no,
Or
it's not that bad. It's just it tastes mildly toxic.
is it better or worse than Taco Bell?
I mean,
Comparable.
I'll say it has a much more exotic flavor than Taco Bell does, because like not many things we eat taste electric. You know what I mean?
It's like.
Mm. I mean, have you ever had a Szechuan bud?
Danger.
Yeah, that's what a buzz button is. Yeah.
Mm.
High voltage.
But anyway, so you guys enjoy your snacks on the way out. Eventually getting your way back down to the quarter corridor, the sort of midway point where you come up to the singular tunnel that runs perpendicular to the main corridor that goes underneath the base of Defiance. You get up on a raised sort of dirt and somewhat supported with wood platform. You can see the train tracks that go throughout this tunnel and out into the lake that is nestled up against the side of Defiance that you're facing. So you guys go up to purchase tickets, and you're going straight to Twain. Is that your destination of choice?
Yeah. Because I think that brings us pretty close to the borders of the Elven Land, right?
Let's see. Take you to the world map. If it will load.
Secret tunnel.
Okay, yeah.
If I might make a suggestion,
You may not. Sorry, go
You
ahead.
may.
well, with Conry's permission, I think it would be wise if we were to, obviously not split up in terms of being on the train, but in purchasing our tickets, we should probably
Stagger?
space ourselves out a bit. They're going to be looking for a group, and I'm sure they have people in the city.
Mm.
Yeah, but that just makes it harder for us to get back together when we're inevitably attacked.
No, but as in, we all go to the line, but we don't shop one at a time. As in, like, stagger ourselves out, like 2, 3 people, 4 people ahead of us. Like break it up.
Okay, so all of the green circles are the different train stations that are connected to this line. You are
Mhm.
at, let me look actually, I have them named. Okay, so you are currently at the Huntholm station. This one up here will take you to Eastrun, that's the Eastrun station, which will be the connector to the March of Many Colors, which is where all the mercenary companies hang out in the southern bank of the Worms Ravel. You can also go to Greyfeast, which is just at the border of the Foglands here above where Drake Hunt is on the map. You can go to West Camp, which is the furthest you'll get towards Senar Bray. They don't go all the way to the Elven Lands. Or you can go up into Twain itself at the Snowmelt station.
Actually, gotta go to Twain itself.
Yeah, we do, because we have to find Tabitha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at least there's a. We can still take the train when we leave there to the
As
Brayland border.
long as we keep a low profile,
And not
which
bite anyone.
difficult for us, but
Oh, come on. We can do subtle.
we haven't done subtle once yet.
Yeah, we
Just,
Some
can.
of us can do subtle.
we can do subtle, Mish says, standing next to an 8-foot tall bear with a wolf man on top of him.
Okay, correction. Some of us can do subtle.
I can do subtle.
Can you?
If I
We all
want.
just stare. We all just stare at him.
Azur, had you named your parents?
Let me check my history.
I was looking at my notes for Twain and I actually gave your parents' names.
I do not see names, so we'll go with the ones that you picked out.
Alright, you have Almray and Castor Hondes.
Andre kind of sounds like a car.
Honda.
Yeah,
The
thank
new, the new Honda Omri GT.
Yeah, there you go. Put him in the chat. Alright, but yeah, so you guys want to get tickets to Snowmelt Station. So that'll be 2 stops, so it's 2 gold per ticket.
Okie doke.
Is it one
Okey-doke.
stop?
No, you'll have to go through East Camp Station to get to Snowmelts. You have to go up to. Let me make the ruler. Have to go like this.
Ooh, the Worms Ravel. Are we gonna meet favorite dragon again?
You have a favorite dragon?
All dragons are a favorite dragon.
So yeah, each of you pay 2 gold for a ticket, or someone can handle all of it, but you purchase your train fare.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay for mine. Does anybody need theirs paid for?
I paid for mine.
I
I'm
have
good.
paid for mine.
Otherwise, you guys wait for a while and are eventually treated to a site that maybe you've seen Vinali, but I think otherwise only Mish has seen before,
Uh-oh.
which is the connector train coming. You'll see or hear before you see the clamorous sound of metal over metal as eventually the connector car will pull its way into the tunnel that you guys are waiting in. It is somewhat akin to a locomotive in the front that you might expect, but it has two arms that come up off of the front of it that have almost like inverted bulldozer buckets for hands, and it is pulling itself forward on the track as it moves into space to launch idle at the waiting area that you guys are in.
Scoop hands?
Yeah, they're like perfectly fit over the rails,
Ice
so it kind
cream
of like
scoops.
it kind of monkey bars pulls its way forward. But the hulking thing of metal and screeching engines, and even the this connector car itself is like belching a heavy black smog from the top of it that quickly fills the smaller tunnel you're in and makes Mitty like hack a hairball up.
Huh, I didn't know you were part cat.
Quite you.
Never.
But you are shown on to the inside of it. You guys are allowed to take your seats, and some of you start to maybe question the size of this train a little bit, because it's only the one car that you can see for now. It only could hold like maybe a dozen people. And besides,
Mish will... Oh, I
sorry,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, Mish is going to shoot Mitty and Vinali a meaningful look, as of saying, trouble's coming, get ready.
But aside from your party, only two other people, fairly nondescript Defiance Urbanites, get on this connector car. You guys take your seats along the fairly what you'd expect two bench arrangement. The attendant seals the door, which you see is more of what I equate with like a submarine door. It's what's the term? A bulkhead that he like actually spins into place and it pressurizes.
Mm-hmm.
The connector car roars back into life, turning around, pulling itself forward, and you begin to see the necessity of these accommodations, as when it hits even before it hits the full end of the tunnel, the tracks dip down into the lake, and it pulls itself forward before crashing underneath the water. As you guys look out the windows, you can see as you are being pulled along the lake bed of Defiance. You can see the swirling rainbow patterns of pollution oil underneath. As you pull yourself forward, you can see the shovel arms of the train are knocking up feet's worth of layers of detritus and crap that settled at the bottom of the lake that turns the water around you murky. And there's some weird fucking like fish out there too.
The three-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. You would
Well
know
then.
from experience, Mish, that were it not from the protective accommodations here, people don't go swimming out in the lake for a reason.
Yep.
But this is the most direct path to the actual train station, so it's probably only maybe a 30 to 45 minute drive before you guys clear the other end of the lake. The train carries you forward a little bit further until the proper train station makes itself known to you. You disembark and are now surrounded by a significantly larger portion of people as you await the coming true lightning rail of Twain that will take you much more speedily and much more Magitech-y towards your destination. But as you prepare to board and head on your way to the second of the 3 city-states of southern Alea, I think we'll call the session there.
Whew.
So you have cleared the Defiance chapter.
Yay.